Hey everybody, it's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel, coming back at you with more fragrances, more colognes, and more perfumes. Well, today we're going to talk about a fragrance from Possets, another indie fragrance, another indie house. Y'all know that I love to share the fragrances that almost nobody talks about. Fragrances you might have never heard before, you don't know about this brand, you might not hear about this fragrance. I think I'm the first person to bring a lot of these fragrances to the fragrance world. This one is called Howl. This is a very interesting fragrance. It's very well done. It's a sexy sweet amber fragrance. Red amber, black amber. It has a little bit of tar and a little bit of sweetness. This fragrance supposedly is thick like molasses. I don't know if molasses was put into this fragrance, but there's something dark and rich about this fragrance. At first, it almost deceived my nose. I almost thought that there was some chocolate in this fragrance, but I do see that this is more of a rich molasses kind of fragrance with some really nice different types of amber that adds some muskiness, and that muskiness brings up the tone of the fragrance. Instead of being like dark and heavy, it brings the fragrance up a little bit. It doesn't exactly brighten it like a citrus does or anything like that, but it makes it not as heavy and not as dense, if that makes sense. So it's a very nice smell. It's very sexy. I've never smelled an amber like this. This is more like laid back. It's more casual, but it's also got the dark, seductive, rich side of things. The sweetness is not overdone. It comes off as a very authentic, natural, almost molasses kind of vibe. If you don't know what molasses is, it's a very thick syrup that comes off of processing cane or sugar cane, and it's the exact same stuff that you make brown sugar from. So it's a whole process, and it's a little bit more rich. It could smell a little bit more dark and resinous, and maybe even a tiny bit earthy as far as a sugar goes. So very interesting fragrance. I've never really smelled molasses in a fragrance. I've never really smelled anything with this kind of nature and with this kind of quality. It has its own character about it. It's very unique in its own little way. So I'd want to keep these reviews maybe short and sweet and understandable to everybody else out there. This is an interesting little juice. This is an interesting little fragrance, I do have to say, and it's a charmer. They described it very well when they said that this was a sexy fragrance, and I agree that this is definitely a very nice amber. It's a little bit more reserved. It's not, when you expect, maybe some people out there, when they hear sexy fragrance, they might think of something loud or maybe something that's really punchy. For me, a sexy fragrance is more seductive. It's more laid back. It's usually a little bit more on the smooth or the rich or maybe even the dark side of things. And this is definitely on the smooth and the rich and the dark side of things. So, very interesting. It's going to have a good sillage. It's going to be tantalizing when you walk past somebody. Um, Again, but it's not overtly gourmand. Don't get in your head that this is really a gourmand fragrance. To some people out there, it might be considered a semi-gourmand, but it's not overtly food-like at all to my nose. It's more of like a sweet, rich musk kind of fragrance. So really interesting juice, really interesting fragrance. Again, Indies brings a whole new something new to the playing field, something unique, something new. This is an indie brand, and I think it's great that they brought something unique to the table. If I didn't say it before, longevity is probably more on the 7 hour side of things. It's a musk. It does become a little bit more closer to the skin, but the sillage when you walk past people is pretty nice. This is kind of the right attitude and the right feel for a seductive fragrance. For me, a seductive fragrance, it should have more sillage. The projection shouldn't be as loud. It needs to last a decent amount of time, but it doesn't really have to project. That's my point. But it always is good when you walk past somebody and they're able to detect it on you. You're usually going to be, trying to entice somebody, make them curious, have a really nice smell, and maybe even want to come a little bit closer. So, to me, that's what makes a good seductive fragrance. So, compliment factor wise, I did wear this out and about. People did like the smell on me. I do have to say that I would like this fragrance to be maybe a little bit sweeter and maybe even a little bit richer. It does come off a little bit linear to some people's noses. It doesn't change a lot, but this is tantalizing. This is like one of those fragrances that's like a secret weapon. A lot of musk fragrances out there can be a secret weapon, and this one definitely can be a secret weapon as well. It's a fantastic fragrance for that kind of thing. If you don't want to smell, if you want like more of a natural smell, adding to who you are and your character. Maybe when you're trying to be seductive, this is the kind of thing that you wear, and it's definitely going to add to your appeal. But it's not going to be overtly, showy. It's not going to be loud. It's not going to be, obnoxious in any way. So this is definitely a great fragrance for that. Overall, with the brand, with the price, y'all know that y'all for about 35 or 40 odd dollars, you can get a 10 mil roll on. I think that that's the way to go with the brand. You can definitely control the amount you're putting on your skin pretty easily. It's easy for travel. And if you're a big collector, if you're really big into fragrances, 10 mils is probably going to last you a very long time, and you're probably not going to run out of this fragrance anytime soon. So this fragrance, I think, also really could be layered well with patchouli fragrances, with woody fragrances, and of course with more amber fragrances. This juice would be very nice. Overall, it's nice, and it becomes almost like a second skin. A very interesting, ambery, musky, seductive second skin. So, I don't want to sound like I'm hyping this. This was sent to me for review. I'm always very transparent with y'all. These were sent to me a while ago. I'm not a shill. They didn't pay me. They just sent me some of these for review. They're a very nice brand, very genuine people, and they don't get a lot of publicity. They don't get a lot of talk. Possets are nice people, and if you're looking for good indie fragrances, I think that they're worth a shot. I think that you need to give them a try, or maybe you could give them a try and see what you think about them. They're good people over there at Possets. I've had the luxury of talking to some of them on the phone, and they've just been very courteous and kind people, and very honest to goodness people. So check out this brand. Check out Possets. Let me know what you think about them. If you're looking for a dark, seductive amber fragrance, definitely more on the musky side of things, why not give this one a chance? So let me know what you think. I'll link them down below. It's not an affiliate link. It doesn't track you. I don't get any money for a sale, but I will link them down below so you can easily find this brand and this fragrance. So anyways, if you enjoyed my review today, if you enjoyed my fragrance, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. It would make a lot of difference. It would it would be a joy to have you, a part of the Scentitar fragrance family. So I hope that you'll join me. I hope that you enjoyed this review. I upload very regularly, so stay tuned for more content. As always, come back every day. And I'll see y'all next time, my friends. Wear what you love and rock what you got. Have a good one. And this is some interesting stuff. I'll see you next time, my friends, and bye.